Hello and welcome back to Beyond 50, where today I am not making the video I want to make. I'm instead making the video I have to make. Digging up my sewage tank. I have a septic system that is on site because I am sort of on an area that borders between residential and rural, and we do not have public sewer connection here, and so I have a septic tank that runs out to a drainage field. The septic tank is a large tank where everything from the house's septic system flushes into this large tank, and bacteria does bacterial stuff and decomposes it and breaks it down, and all of the water from that system flushes out into a drain field that sits underneath of my backyard. Part of the reason my backyard's so nice and clean. One of the things you're supposed to do with a septic system is have that tank drained every couple of years to remove solids, the stuff that builds up in there. And I think the recommendation is every 2 years. The last time that this system was flushed was about 6 years ago when we bought the house. So I'm a little behind schedule on this. However, since there's only two of us living in the house most of the time, hopefully that's not a problem. I haven't had any problems. I would have had problems of stuff backing up into the house, hypothetically, if it was really a problem. But I hired the septic pumping company to come out here this week and pump it out, and I ran into a little bit of a problem. When we bought the house, the area that's currently under the tarp, which is just going to be used for me to stick dirt on, had been dug up. And so I thought that was where the septic tank access port was. Instead, it is here under the patio. Now, how do I know it's under the patio? Well, I don't 100% know where it's at exactly, but I think I have a pretty good idea that it is right under here, because the guy with the septic system, with the septic tank, he gave me a little doodad, and it says, "Flush this down your toilet," and I did. And then about 5 minutes later, he said, "Yeah, well, it's right here. Here's where the little sensor's at." He had a little sensor that could read it, and so I'm pretty sure it's right in this area. But the septic company guys do not dig up patios, which means I'm digging up the patio and the dirt underneath of it, and we'll see what we do. I may also, to avoid this problem in the future, install some sort of access port here. They make access ports. You've probably seen them. It's a 2-foot diameter green lid that you see in somebody's backyard or around. I don't really want a green lid on here. I got to figure out exactly. So first of all, I got to figure out how far down this is, exactly where the tube's at, and then I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do after that. I don't want to have to dig this up every 2 years. Seems like a pain in the butt. So I'm going to try and figure out something better. We're going to open this up. We'll get some more information, and then we'll go from there. Well, that was a nice surprise. This is the first thing that I've worked on in the last 2 weeks that went better than expected. So there is a maintenance portal cover. It is just maybe 6 inches below the patio. So all I ended up doing, I pulled out some of the patio bricks and then dug down. I hid it almost in the first scoop. I could feel the hard bottom almost immediately. And then it was just a matter of cleaning it out. And so bricks are there, sand is over there. I did have to pull out a few more bricks. I think I was sort of like in this area over here as I was initially digging. So I kind of had to expand my hole out just a little bit. So you can see there's some little Allen head screws right there holding this in place. I'm gonna pop those off and lift this lid off, and we'll see what's inside of it. But I think this project is almost done. So what's next? Wait, we're gonna look under here. We're gonna see what's in there. Make sure that the access port that I think is there is there. And then Monday, I will call the septic people to come back out, pump this guy out. I am gonna throw a board over this so that somebody walking out the back door doesn't fall in and break their ankle. And by someone, I mean probably me. And then we'll backfill it. I think I'm not gonna do anything. This was so easy. This is so much easier than I thought it was going to be. And I don't think I want this lid raised up to the height of the patio. Because I think it would just look gross. I would have to cut the patio bricks around it, I think, and just so that I could access it. The amount of work to get at this every, let's say 3 to 5 years is probably worthwhile now that I know where it's at. I might do something to mark it so I know which bricks to remove next time to make it a little easier to find, but I think that'll be it. So let's, give me a second. I'm gonna pop this lid off. We'll see what's inside of there. We're gonna cover this guy up. Okay, the lid is removed. I haven't messed around with septic tank stuff since I was in high school, helping my dad out with the house back home. This is a little funky. So, all right, I'm gonna show you what's inside. So we pulled off the screws and I was able to pop the big green lid off. That has some kind of funky gel growing on the bottom of it. It is wet. I'm not gonna touch it. It's gross. And then we have down here the actual access port to the septic tank. So that is down probably 2 feet underground. There's a big metal hook to grab a hold of there. And all of the sand is sort of a red color with some sort of fungus coloring it. I don't think I want to pull that off. I just don't want to. I don't want to. I'll wait till the septic guys are here and let them do that. And then we'll take a look at it. So I'm just gonna throw the lid back over the top of it. I pulled out this piece of plywood. I got another one I'm gonna stick over here. That'll kind of cover the overall hole so nobody steps into even with the lid over it, nobody steps into that. And we will be back when the septic guys are here next week to see what this looks like. Pumped out, we'll watch what they do. All right, thanks a lot.